It's time for us to explore the entertainment industry around the continent and beyond. And joining us this morning is none other than Sammdandy.
Hi, good morning. How are you guys doing?
We're very well. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Feeling like Joseph in what I'm wearing, with all the colors.
You know what? I did Google the meaning of the word dandy, and it says, here I quote, a man unduly concerned with looking stylish and fashionable.
You caught me.
An excellent thing of its kind. And I must say that the name is very fitting.
Thank you so much.
You look
Those Instagram pictures, what does it take? Who takes those pictures?
So there are a lot of things, all right? Of course, Oyin does a fantastic job of taking most of my pictures, but then, you have to set tripods sometimes, and of course, editing. I have a secret to that one.
You didn't give the real person the credits, but it's okay. We'll get you off camera. Talk to us. What's happening in the entertainment scene?
All right, let's begin with, of course, great news for Nollywood. The adaptation of Woye Soyinka's tragic play, The Kings Horseman, will feature at this year's Toronto International Film Festival. Now filmed in 2021, the Netflix and Ebony Light film, directed by B. Bandele, who also directed the successful Blood Sisters, will feature at the festival's special presentation category, making it the first Yoruba language film to hit the milestone. Now, the adapted screenplay will follow the Nobel laureate's 1975 play set in an ancient Yoruba city following English colonial officers who intervened to prevent the ritual suicide of Eleshin Oba following his king's death. The adaptation will star Odunlade Adekola as, of course, the eponymous character. He will also star alongside Shafi Bello, Olawale Brimo, of course, who will be debuting, his first role, this Deyemi Okanlawon, Omomi Dada, Jide Kosoko, Oyinbo Rebel, with special guest appearances by Ajoke Silver and Taiwo Ajayi, amongst others. I do have a short trailer for this one, so let's watch it.
Some strange custom they have. Because the king is dead, some important chief has to commit suicide.
You should have kept me informed.
Simon's going to stop it.
You have no respect for what you do not understand.
I've gone as far as I intended with this business.
I'm certainly looking forward to watching that, especially because of the Yoruba representation in that film. We're African and certainly proud. Well, let's move from film to music. After much global buzz around his hit song Peru with English singer Ed Sheeran, Nigerian musician FireboyDML has released a track list to his upcoming album Playboy. Now, this will mark as a 26-year-old singer's third studio album after much domestic success from the first one, Laughter, Tears, and Goosebumps, which released in 2019, and Apollo from 2020. In fact, Apollo particularly won Album of the Year and Best Pop Album at the Headies 2020. Now, fans like myself are expecting another award-winning album. Now, judging from the now-released track list, the 14-track album will have guest appearances on 5 tracks, 2 of which fans already thoroughly enjoyed. Of course, the platinum single Peru and a Bandana with fellow YBNL singer Ashake. Other guest appearances will include American rapper Euro on track 5, global sensation Chris Brown and Jamaican singer Shense together on track 7. There's also track 8 with young Nigerian star Rema. A lot of people are actually looking forward to that one. Fans wouldn't have to wait for too long, of course. The album drops officially on the 5th of August. All right, now I do have a short clip. He released something on Instagram. I thought that was super interesting. Let's watch this one about Bandana. I like a good story. The fact that he went back since '06 and you could see how young he looked back then, I'm like, he's grown for sure. But on the international scene, still in music, fans of multi-award winning American singer Beyonce were shocked when 36 hours before the scheduled release date of her 7th studio album, well, it was leaked, Renaissance. The leak came as a shock as Beyonce is known to keep everything very close to the vest. Fans noticed that high-quality FLAC files surfaced online, and even CD copies of the album for sale were available in Europe. Now, recall that Beyonce had revealed the track list for the forthcoming album Renaissance last week with track titles like America Has a Problem, Alien Superstar, Church Girl, along with hit single Break My Soul. That one has gone on to do, of course, great numbers. In fact, it was number 7 on Billboard's Hot 100, that particular song, prior to the album even coming out. Now, the Renaissance album cover shows Beyonce posing on a luminous horse, and a note accompanied Beyonce's artwork. Beyonce had this to say. She wrote, "Creating this album allowed me a place to dream and to find escape during a scary time for the world. It allowed me to feel free and adventurous in a time when little else was moving. My intention was to create a safe place, a place without judgment." She also added that she hopes that we find joy in the music and it inspires us to release the wiggle. Now, that's no surprise because, of course, if you had paid attention to that particular song, the one that we've all heard, well, it does have a bit of dance. And, of course, some other tracks in the album will lean towards country. But the 16-track album will also have guest appearances from American rapper Beam. There's going to be singer Grace Jones, and the only Nigerian, of course, songstress Thames will be on it as well. It has also been announced that the project will be the first act of a 3-act project. Now, although very little is known about what that means, we're thinking, would there be 3 different parts, or will Renaissance, still be the title of the other 2 parts? But you know how Beyonce works, all right? She doesn't give us a lot of tea up until it comes out. So which is still a surprise why this one leaked, but we're happy. When it comes out, I guess we'll all have to see for ourselves, right? And that's much happening entertainment.
I can't imagine that it's possible that Beyonce's album would get leaked. I know every now and then, they do these things as part of PR, for albums and for music, but it's just hard to believe that it got leaked. And then also there seems to be some controversy building up, between Beyonce and Kellis. If you remember Kellis, Milkshake, and Pharrell. There's something going on over there that I haven't seen all morning.
Well, funny thing, the album actually dropped today. So even though it's the fact that it dropped, of course, we got a little bit. I say we like I've listened. I did not. In fact, fans actually told people to not listen up until it officially comes out. We know how music is important. And, it being released on the right date means that they can make money for it.
So absolutely. I'm looking forward to it. It seems like it's going to be a monster of an album.
It definitely will. I'm looking particularly for the song with Thames,
I just wanted to say that 2022, or rather this year and last year, it's just been the season for Thames, and I'm incredibly happy for her. It's almost like every big thing that's happening, Thames' name is involved. Either she wrote the song or she was featured.
Right.
I cannot wait to see, Thames' performance on that track. It's it's a great year for her. But I also want to talk, moving away from Beyonce, to Death and the King's Horseman by Wole Soyinka, of course, where we all know the summary of the story. The election was prevented from committing ritual suicide.
Right.
I love the fact that we're going to be seeing, this, according to Wole Soyinka, was a real life incident that happened in the colonial era. And I cannot wait to see the rich display of our culture, the merging of cultures, the colonial as well as the African. I can't wait to see the absolute brilliance that this, will present. Just watching the trailer got me very excited. I'm looking forward to seeing it. Although Lade is always a fave, I am seeing him in a different capacity this time. So I'm excited.
It looks like really great cinematography. I'm excited. It's one Nigerian movie that I am particularly excited to see, and I can't wait.
You know what I thought when I watched it? I said, hopefully this will, help me be a better Yoruba boy. Maybe I would now understand more, and I would learn from it. I could imagine, of course, people who would not understand the language will definitely have to, read the script, of course, the text, and then learn better. That would be cool.
I hate to announce to you, Sammdandy of News Central Television, Breakfast Central to be precise, that it will take more than watching Death and the King's Horseman for you to revive it. But I'm so sorry. No hope there.
Ooh, it's a good try. I will try.
All right. Do you have any quick plans for the weekend?
Me, well, mostly work, honestly. We need to make the money. We need to make money.
Make that cheddar and do well to sort us here. Right. So when you do, and give us all that good content you do give us on social media. Thank you very much for joining us, Sam. Always a delight to have you join us for entertainment.